Okay, my friends, I am back for a new session after that thrilling battle against Seymour. It's one of those where I add, of course, especially after these kind of boss battles and stuff at the end of sessions, I tend to have a chat with Karifean and just let him know, like, you know, what happened and how I got on and that kind of thing. And yeah, we definitely had a pretty long discussion about it. Really, really cool boss, I have to say. I really like how he did it. I think the only thing that I don't really think is Karifean's fault, or there's not really much that can be done about it, but I think the whole, like, not, like, some things being removed from phase 1 and other things staying, like, you really have to keep track of that. Obviously, first time round, blind run, it's just, I didn't really know what to look for, and exactly, like, I didn't track it as well as I should. But the null thing threw me off. If, for example, all of the nulls had come back for the second time we fight Seymour, then I would have realized a little bit more, but I just couldn't sort of, once some of the nulls were still gone, I thought that the work I did on him in the first form, it had still stuck, but it was only partially the case, and so that cost me a little bit and things got very shaky at the end. But in general, I'm very happy that I pulled through and it didn't actually take as long as I thought it would in terms of amount of attempts, so I'm generally pretty happy. But it's another one of those fights where, of course, I would have liked to have made it through with less resource loss. So again, I would have liked to have reloaded this one. Knowing what I don't know now about how it works and what to do, obviously I can do the battle more cleanly than I did it the first time. But in general, we're going to continue the mantra of whatever we make it through with on our first attempt, that's just what we roll with. And if it turns out that we get completely stuck or stonewalled, then we'll just have to see how we go. So for now, at least, still, like, no takebacks. Every boss you've seen so far basically is what I won the first time with, and we are going to continue that. So thinking ahead, we have the escape from Macalania, and judging by how difficult everything generally is, I'm not looking forward to it. So let me start by sorting out Riku's sphere level. So again, this whole situation is something that I'm kind of doing a little bit on the fly, and I'll use a mixture of kind of commentary, voiceover later on, annotations, but in general I'll make sure I keep everything as it kind of should be for Riku and her stats. So yeah. So now I have hacked back in the AP and sphere levels that Riku should have, and from here I'm just going to save over the most recent one. And then now we can actually spend some sphere levels before the escape. So I double checked everything again with Karifean to make sure that everything that you see here is correct. So as of this point, after the Seymour and Anima fight, the sphere level totals, so the sphere levels you see here, so for example Unit 11 and 559 AP, those numbers are all correct for these characters. So if you ever need a reference, you should be able to use these. So, okay, let's get to work. Now, do we have any purple spheres? We did not gain any purple spheres, but still, I'm sitting on these yellow ones that I'm increasingly feeling like I should cash in to stop making life hard for myself. Like, harder than it needs to be, but I'm just very scared I'm going to make a wrong choice. So, for now, I'm continuing on. But we finally have armor break, which is a big win for us. And I was talking to Karifean and I was saying I'm not sure if in hindsight I should have given Auron the agility. Like, looking at these fights, I've been trying my best to make use of, like, Threaten. Like, for example, for this mod, I could not have foreseen that Threaten would have been a particularly useful move. Like, I've definitely used it in the past. But again, say, Seymour and Anima and the guards, like, oh, Threaten's good. I'm just like, dude, like, yeah, you can threaten the guards, but his agility is so bad compared to the guards that, like, what's the point? So, yeah, he said, obviously he tries not to give too much away, but he says, just kind of see how it goes. You may feel differently later on. So, we'll just have to see. I mean, it's already nice to see, like, he's been commenting, like, certain decisions I've made, the way battles have played out. It's been very interesting to hear from him as well. And, you know, saying that I've tackled a certain thing a different way that others haven't, and you know, sometimes I've done the same thing that he has, sometimes I've done things differently, etc. So I think all of that stuff is definitely very interesting. Like, for example, for the Crawler fight, when we were chatting, he basically said that the strategy that he had in mind for it, for how it quote-unquote should have been defeated, like the most cleanly and easy method, he said basically none of the runs that he'd seen so far did it the way that he did it, but everyone also kind of did it their own way at the same time. So yeah, stuff like that to me is generally just very interesting. Now, speaking of interesting, we are not going to get a level 3 key sphere anytime soon, surely. So this means that in general we start to move back. Now Kimari's already filled out his grid. We can start to continue to pick these up. I do want to come down for the accuracy. I do regret maybe not getting the accuracy earlier. Just these extra couple of nodes here, they could have made a decent difference. I didn't realize they were both +4s, I think, at the time as well. Especially because he's got stuff like Dark Attack. Just having another reliable person to apply Dark Attack would have been nice, but I think at this stage he's going to start to struggle to hit things. In the Thunder Plains he was actually pretty good against the Lizard and stuff, but as we move forward it could get a bit problematic. So, some new black magic, bio, fantastic. We'll see if Seymour Nazes is still susceptible to poison. That would be nice. And some agility, a +4 at that. Excellent. Alright, keep it moving. Now, 11 sphere levels, but we're not going to be able to use her for some time after Wendigo. So, finally, a Cura. That's nice. And a +4 magic. So this should hopefully help with my escape a little bit as well. Oh, regen, nice. Although it tends to be a costly MP. Full life as well, wow. These are got to be for the Aeons, right? So it's like, do you take the magic +4 or do you... Oh man. See, I don't know how many sphere levels she'll get from like the next boss fight, so I don't know if like this will make the difference between being able to get, say, Dispel the next time we get any. But I've got to do this. I feel like it will make the Isaru fight a little bit easier, because obviously the Aeons are going to scale with this. So I feel like we should just take it. Riku gaining a lot of MP. Now, the interesting thing, I guess, about Copycat is that she can also copy high-level spells for relatively low MP, which is definitely an aspect of it that I didn't think I would ever be using, but it could happen. I mean, the first thought I had was Auto-Life, which I mentioned before. I thought maybe like he's designed it in a way that Oblivion's kind of impossible to avoid, and you have to set up like some kind of Auto-Life strategy to win, but that doesn't seem to be the case. But that said, a magic of 28 is pretty good. It's interesting to me that Waka has 34 and Auron has 29. It's a high level. But I guess since eventually, you know, people are going to be able to break out their grids and share abilities and stuff, it's all going to kind of come into it, I guess. Okay, let's keep it going. Accuracy and agility. That'll keep him kind of up to date with like the wolves and stuff. Make sure he's able to hit. Okay. Not bad. So, same question. I mean... Osmos is all the way down there. Is it worth teaching anyone another black magic spell? In my mind, I just feel like Lulu's gotta have Osmos. We don't have a special sphere, otherwise I would have taught her Lancet, potentially. But what we also have is... Armor Break available now? I wonder if Kimari should have Armor Break. He's got decent MP. I'm wondering if Armor Break is the one. Basically, most enemies that probably benefit from an Armor Break are probably not as agile. Power Break, Magic Break, Armor Break. I still feel like the breaks are probably some of the most useful. Obviously Sleep Buster's also nice, but I feel like increasingly it's probably going to be less and less effective. But I am considering an armor break or a power break or something like that. That could be good. And then, of course, we have a second character who can use haste. Or of course, full life. But the MP cost of these things is so high that I'm not sure about that. Like, there's just no point. Like, these are... I remember I said that it was curious that characters have auto life this early. Well, Yuna has auto life, and he said, yeah, like, it's not as OP as you think just because of the MP, like, just being able to use it one time. Unless you're spamming ethers, which we have in very short supply. So, I get it. And I'm sure it's going to be a long time before we get, like, a 1 MP cost kind of thing. Honestly, I feel like haste is the one I'd probably use the most from there. You've seen the power of haste. We all know the power of haste. When does he get haste go? It's a long way away. Yeah, so I do wonder. But at the end of the day, again, if I'm still making it through the fights, is it really worth using anything now? It's so hard to say. Like, Auron has pretty good MP. Surprisingly good MP. We'll leave it alone for now. We'll ride our luck a little longer with those, and we'll see how far we can go. Ooh, wow. I still find it cool, but a bit wacky also, that, like, armors have weapon abilities and vice versa. So we're going to be dealing with guards who are probably going to keep trying to throw Shremedies on us. So we should probably defend against that. We have the Nullfrost Targe. Oh yeah, what else did we pick up? We got that one. Let me just have a look at it from the item menu, because I remember we picked up a bunch of items. So we got this one, HP plus 10, with some slots. Slots. SOS Nullfrost, interesting. Yeah, I think Natus is going to continue his elemental assaults that we know from before. That's interesting. Kind of want to take that. Why not? I mean, this did a job for us. Carried. Okay. We're almost ready to go here. Let's get a fresh save in. I think I can just save over the last one, honestly. We didn't really make any decisions per se. We just didn't make some of them. Aeon's looking a little beefier now. Okay. Still thinking Kimari to start here. Basically, I feel like in terms of characters to swap in, these three are probably the strongest. If I need like a quick silence or something like that. Okay, we have the cutscene remover mod back in effect. Oh shit, I forgot I have to do this bloody thing first. Damn it. Oh shit. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna edit through until I get the destruction sphere, but I was like hyping myself up for the battles to come and then kind of forgot about this. Still maintain that Tidus already proved that he can just jump across anyway. And we've seen that Lulu can jump because of the Obliterator fight, so everyone is fully capable here. Rubbish. Okay, let's see what we're going to get here. Is it going to be a purple sphere? To be honest, if it was a purple sphere, I probably should have done this before cashing in the sphere levels, but oh well. Okay, fine. Gut instinct is to give that to Waka. That's what I think is the best thing to do, but we'll see. This guy down. Alright, so we're just about to finish up here. picked up the MP sphere, and I'm almost certainly going to give that to Waka, I think. His, like, Silence Buster, Sleep Buster, etc. is just too important. And we have a long trek through Beaconell coming up as well, so I think we need to get that done. So, let me have a look. Does he have an empty? Yes, he does. Perfect. So, not too much thought on this. Honestly, Oran's is not too bad. I would have potentially given it to Tidus as well. He was my second thing for, like, extra haste and stuff. But how close is Waka to more MP? It's quite a way. It's all the way out here. What about Tidus? Yeah, to be fair, he's not particularly close to one either. He's really not close to one. Oh, wow. Yeah, this might sway my opinion a little because we've got, like, Hasteger, we've got Slowger. Homie's only got 52 HP. But he does have a half MP cost, which we've got to remember. So that doubles up basically to 104. Yeah, I think in relative terms, Waka still is going to get it. So I'm going to try and not overthink this one too much. I think he just needs it. He's got a lot of very effective abilities. So let's place a fresh save now. Now that we've made that monumental decision, now we ride. Now, on like the last time I tried to do this, I had a speed up on, and when it's on speed up, I find it a lot harder. Okay, 7 potions, 11 Phoenix Downs. That's not bad, you know. My high potion stock is what's really bad at the moment. But I think I'm gonna save my cash for now. Let's go. Alright, let's do it. So, I think you can probably get away with, like, having one encounter against these guys, but I reckon that seems to me like it's been sped up. That ain't the normal speed. Like, normally you can make it almost to the exit without having to have any issues. Now, we're going to already use... Ah, it's him. Okay. Didn't say need Waka, but...
Allow me.
Did you not have sensor? Shit, I changed it, didn't I? Not having sensor sucks. It's probably the same deal, though. I'm going to put him to sleep, I think. Alright, get back going. See if we can take down the zombie boys with a life. No. This is going to hurt. Yep. So I think our first escape might fail. I mean, the damage you've seen there is obscene. It was impossible for me to take them out like that. Absolutely nothing I could have done. Let's see. If she uses Copycat, she can take one out, I think. Now, we've definitely used some of these items on the bosses, so especially the buff ones, I'm going to do my best to hold on to them for as long as I can. I'm going to Copycat here. So I think it basically the proportional damage is gone, so it takes 2 hits to take him out now. Okay. Let me see. I think we have to Sleep Buster again here. Let the guy have his turn. Okay. That could have gone worse. Okay. That's really mean. Pretty mean too. That's also pretty mean. Had a few hundred turns there. Okay. And I think it's fire that it's weak
So,
to.
how shall we do this?
Okay. Already a very rough start. Tried to save myself the Phoenix down there. And Oren got Osmos, which was not fun. Let's start with this. The fact that a life doesn't take out one of those evil eyes and there's 2 of them, I need like 4 life spells to take them out, and it's just like, well, clearly we can't do that, so I'm not sure. Just want to check the overdrives as well, I'm not sure if there's anything good here. I'm going to change it to ally for Riku, maybe that'll be enough. No one else particularly close. Waka will go back to Tactician. But yeah, those Guado just moving different. Those Guado making moves. Okay. Let's see. This Flan can make itself silence proof, so I should be careful of that. It's fine. So it tosses it even before it took damage, that's interesting. I kind of need my sensor back. This not having a sensor is hurting me too much here. I need to know what's going on, especially in this mod. Like it's a really important tool. 5,000, holy moly! This is more than the, because obviously we've had a little upgrade since then. Quite a smart supporter of other enemies in the fight. Counts everything. Spans the lay buster. Okay. 4,500. Yeah, it had the mega potion as well. Good lordy. Okay. What do we even do here? How do we slow these guys down? I think again Lulu's magic just won't be enough to really do anything here. I think we will... What's he using as his weapon? Yeah, I'm not sure that alchemy is needed. I'll change it for the next fight, but for now we're gonna dark attack, I think. The other 2 are kind of busy healing each other, so I think that probably helps me a little. And we'll plant a bio here. Or maybe this, so that he...
This might help your complexion.
The Lulu battle close. He'll basically waste his turn using a remedy on himself, hopefully. Okay. Yeah, so his turn was spent doing that. And now we can take this guy out. It really is a bit of a puzzle here to sort this out, but I think we'll get there. It might be the same thing that he only has 2 remedies. So we'll put him to the test. Remedy Shremedy. So I went for that instead. Interesting choice. Maybe you'll live to regret that. Okay. 3750. Because he's got focus now, he's going to take less damage. I don't think we can take him out fast enough. So I think Sleep Buster again on this guy. We'll have a save sphere once we finish the escape, so I'm happy to use up my stuff here. Yeah, that's one of them. I should have used a normal fire instead. That was my fault. 6, 7. Basically, Aura needs to weapon change. He could have finished it off probably, but he can't because he needs to weapon change. And I don't remember if he counters with Mega Potion or uses it on the turn. Let's just try. Ooh, very close. I think Kimari from here, surely he can finish the job. 2-7-2. If he can't do 2-7-2, he needs to get out. Yeah. Okay. Now, we'll let it get one more turn. And then we will silence it one time. It's a shame he's only got 11 MP left, because of course I was going to armor break. I can't. And I'm sure as hell not using an ether for that, so we'll wait. Does he have a fire? No. I think what I'll do... She has the Null Frost. So we'll put her in SOS HP deliberately here. Oh, come on, man. Random variance is just such a killer in this game. Like, literally, by the smallest of margins, she didn't end up. And now I can't. Gonna see if Lulu can do it. Yeah, okay. So, let's begin with... Just in case the silence wears off, you know, that's why I've got Riku just as a backup in that situation. So, now... Yeah, no Fire Strike for him. I think Kimari's the only one with Fire Strike here. Just trying to take everything as carefully as I can. Because we're still going to have a few more of these fights. Yeah, this is going to hurt. Oh, holy shit. Yeah. Start with that. Can't counter. Now we can do a Fire in Peace. Still good damage despite the focuses, honestly. I love that it gives itself MP as well. That's so random. But yeah, just in case Riku couldn't finish her, I think I'll keep her in SOS HP here for like the remainder of this and hope for the best. So it didn't end up being needed, but just in case things went wrong and I got into a position where it's going to keep countering, I wanted to prep Riku there. So very quick entering of the menu. Gonna keep unit out, actually. Yeah, I don't think these fights can be ambushes, honestly, so... Another SOS Null Frost, I think. Probably a good idea. I don't know what those flyers are weak to. Then we'll go for the slow proof that if he gets hit by the flyer. They're just too quick, man. They're just too quick. Oh, man. I hate this combination. Right. Let me get the sensor out. See what I'm dealing with. 2,600. So if I can, I'd love to do this. Do have a water strike. I'm gonna sleep buster again. Yeah, he needs 2 hits. Now, is there anything I can do to stop this guy? That's what I mean, like, I have no one-hit KO option here. I would have loved to have copycatted that, but I can't. Like, as in I can, but it would hit the same enemy. It wouldn't be worth it. Is there anything we can do? It's lightning elemental gaze that can blind and slow. Okay, so this is actually a good thing because it reminds me of a mechanic that we talked about with Karifean. Now, this is something that's really interesting because it does not apply in any scenario in the vanilla version of the game. Basically, it only matters if you get hit by an elemental attack that also carries with it a status effect. Now, we talked about it with Karifean, as I say, and there is not a single enemy attack in the vanilla game that does this to you, so this is not a mechanic that you would have ever come across before. But in this mod, as you've seen from many an enemy, it says it has a lightning elemental gaze that can blind and slow. And the deal with that is that if you have a null spell active, it cannot do anything. Now, what we're used to is if there's a lightning element attached to it and you have, let's say, a null shock, it does 0 damage. But apparently what it also does is that it also means that the status is never hit as well. So there's been scenarios where this has happened to me and I've not realized it, but for me it's been more of a, I thought, let's say it has a percentage chance of hitting, and so it did no damage, but the status also just didn't hit. But the attack basically counts as having missed if that happens, and so for that reason you don't pick up the negative statuses that come with it. So that's a very important note, and it's something I'm going to try my best to keep in mind for the future. Now, for this particular thing, I don't think it really matters because I can't get myself into like null shock territory, and coming into fights with very low HP just scares me. But basically, if you have null shock in this fight, you can negate the damage completely, the damage and the status effects from this guy's gaze attack. So that's really interesting. So let's try one. I mean, there's a chance Titus survives here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so he's been slowed. As I say, I can't protect against everything. I mean, there's only so much I can do. But he does survive. Now, let's use some more MP just to get rid of the first one. I guess full life kills him in one hit, but it's just too much MP. Okay, that one's dead. Now, what can we do? I guess you can now provoke this guy so that he always hits Titus. I think.
You want some of this?
And so this will hopefully be a chance for me to test, but this is just horrible, man. I really cannot use an ether to get out of here. Just no. There it is. So, okay, he's already been hit with the status effects, so you can't really tell there, but trust me when I say that if he didn't have any of the statuses, he wouldn't be hit by them either. So, that's really interesting stuff. Is there anything anyone can do here? Not really. Let's see. Give that guy a flare. Guess he could have Asuna Titus, but we just don't know what that guy's going to do. Let's give him an Asuna. Get that slow and the blind off. Shremley comes in. Yeah, we're not as well protected against that as we were before. So this is a better situation now. We're slightly improving here. Let's try it. 3 attacks. 1. Orin comes in, and then hopefully Titus can finish the job. No, it won't be enough. And you'll get 2 turns. Oh, it will be enough. Very well. And so now this guy's been completely nullified. So an incredibly annoying enemy that we've managed to nullify here. So that's nice. I won't be able to pull it off every time, but that was good. And so that's why that was such a key mechanic there. And it's something I definitely did not realize until Karifean told me. I think later on, when I knew that enemies were guaranteed to afflict the status, if I saw that it didn't happen, then I would have started to put 2 and 2 together. But I wasn't absolutely sure how that would work. Now, we're in trouble again because we're running out of healing. But I think we have to take a risk here and I think do it this way. I'm not going to bring in my SOS HP characters from the start. Maybe I should. Nah. Yeah, struggling to figure out who my starting party should be. Let's just try one like this. Okay, I'm hoping like maximum 2 more encounters here. Okay. So for this one, I think Riku can stay and get to work on Flan. I'm gonna haste Riku here. Just want to see how much HP this guy has as well. 3,600. So we need 4. Okay. Let's see if she can steal a turn with use. She can. So let's start working here. But then again, this guy is going to be a nuisance. So maybe I should put him to sleep first. Yeah, let's just try and put him to sleep. And then we'll bring in Kimari for a dark attack, I think, against the Mafdet thing. Yeah, good work with the Null Blaze, I have to say. I'm going to times 2 speed here. In general, let's try and speed it up. Okay. Do a bit of that. Trying to bring it down to size for Waka to finish it, but I don't think it's going to happen, so I think Riku has to do it here, just to be sure. Antarctic Wind. Done. Alright. Now. Yeah, not sure if Poison Touch can work here. And, well, now Orin has the wrong weapon. Of course. I'm going to slow this guy. He'll probably toss a remedy as a result. Wow. Why is he so slow? Yeah, it's okay. We'll get him in the end. He'll run out of heals as well, eventually. There you go. Alright. Let's do this. Do a bit of that. Bit of that. Okay. Riku has been hasted here, so hopefully she can basically finish it off with bomb fragments. This first one's going to go to waste, but it's okay. And some poison too. Perfect. I mean, he's given us a lot of bomb fragments, so I'm happy to use them. Almost. There it is. Okay. Almost out. Literally, the whole episode is going to be bloody escape from Macalania Temple. Come on. I think it's going to be at least one more encounter here. At least. Alright, carry on here. Probably going to be one more. One for the road. No? Oh my god. That's so tight. But we still have more encounters to come. We have to be careful. So here, again, we're going to play the provoke game. Let's see. We'll only be able to provoke one of them, though. So we're going to have to be careful. You know what? Screw it. Let's do an Oryx Reels. We'll try. We'll see how well this one works. I think this is petrification. Okay. I can live with that. I can live with that. And we'll get some more status effects on him as well. So now we can use some of our own status effects. Slow him down. Why did that miss? Oh, is he already slowed? Why is it taking that long for the slow to manifest? He's getting like... What? CTB's a incredible thing, it really is. That absolute mystery sometimes. Let's do... Basically trying to force him to heal here, instead of going on the attack. I don't want him using Osmos and stuff, so I'd rather he wasted his turn doing that. Alright. Let's try and take him out. Charge up. And there it is. Okay, good crit. And we have made it out. Wait a minute, there's no... Holy shit, I thought there was a thingy here. You know what? Since there's a autosave, right? Can I just go back now? Like to the save sphere? I'd like to be able to do that. I just want to see what happens. Yeah, okay, I can see him. Shoot. Oh man, I have to get all the way to the end of this place now. I thought I had more. Damn it. We just don't have any heals left. And now we have wolves in the mix too, which is not good. I think the wolves have Null Frost maybe. Honestly, I might add a SOS Null Frost to that one just for that reason. Waka, I think I'm going to go with this. Like now, I think the Null Shocks really show their value here. Right, so we still have plenty of work to do here. And I think maybe ambushes make a return too, so I have to be very careful. Alright. Hopefully as few encounters as possible here. And... Victor maybe? Sorry, Slayer. Yeah, Tactician working really well for Waka in this run, I have to say. And after all of that, we have Wendigo as our reward. Of course, we started with an ambush here. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's have a look at the censored text. I think a lot of these wolves have elemental imbued attacks.
So, how shall we do this?
What uses elemental thing? I think this one was fire though, to be honest. You can see that MP running low here. I'm not sure what element it's going to do, so basically Riku could get killed here. Let's do a dark attack. Wanted to hopefully afflict the poison, but it didn't work. Okay. So ×2 here, we face a lot of these encounters. Ice Fang. Okay. Okay. That works. That works. Now. Why bring in Orin now? Can he change his weapon? He's still too slow. But we'll do that anyway. It does have darkness, so it might not matter. We'll try a dark attack on this guy. He missed this time. Yeah, so that's where the problems are going to start to come in. Good critical. That was pretty clutch. Let's see. She's got SOS Null Frost, so she'll be able to survive. And what elements? Let's just double check. It was fire, wasn't it? So we can use... yeah, he's got Null Shock, so he'll die. I'm just wondering if I should add Null Frost as well, honestly, to this one. I think it costs a little more, though. But I do want to keep her out here at the moment. Yeah, no luck there. I'm going to try and get Kimari to Isuna here. Okay. And just for the sake of starting to do some damage here. Okay. Hoping that poison hits. That'd be nice. I don't want to use any more MP now. There you go. Almost at an overdrive. There you go. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's see. Yuna only has 14 MP, so I don't want to play any games with Null Frost. Right. Okay, buddy. Let's begin. With that. Okay, none of that. And Lulu still has enough MP, I think, to hopefully get the job done here. Yeah. Okay. So successfully navigated that one, and Waka almost has a full overdrive. Yeah. He might just get a full overdrive from that. It might be worth it. Yeah, he's got an SOS Null Frost. Null Shock would have been excellent, but let me check this this one. Oh man, what? Null Frost is the only one I can't make. What? What? That sucks. Fine. Alright, keep going. So let me just double check who has Null Frost here. He's got Null Frost, she's got Null Frost. Blaze. Ward. So like if you have ice proof, I'm pretty sure it doesn't work. It has to be a null for it to work. Alright, let's go. Hopefully it's only like 2 more encounters tops. There'll be 1 at least. Yeah, 1 coming up. Oh! Wow. Whew. There's definitely going to be 1 before before Wendigo though, 100%. Now, only problem with Wendigo again is going to be the 2 guards. I can probably do the same trick to get rid of the guards that I did before, where Yuna kind of begins the fight. I don't know if it's a preset front line again, but boost her up and use an overdrive to get rid of the guards. I've generally liked that strategy. Basically have someone take a big punch from Wendigo and then work from there. Now, Wendigo in the OG was kind of he was almost comically bad when it came to just being susceptible to all the statuses. But things will be a little different now, I'm sure. I think you'll still be susceptible to a decent chunk of stuff, but it won't be like everything. So I have to assume elementals are going to be a bit less of a factor here. Strange assumption, I know, but I mean, I could see this guy having a big sleep element to it, because it being susceptible to sleep was always funny to me as a boss. So we'll go with something like that. Have a save, and then I think I'm going to potentially use a Phoenix Down or 2 to get it done. And honestly, I think it's such a short path that if I get an encounter, I'm going to reset. It's just too long. Yeah, I'm not going to add an extra thing here. You can 100%.
Get out of the way.
You can 100% make that journey without needing an encounter here. So just skip ahead. Not wasting time, resources. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, no random encounter this time. Let's get straight to it. See what we're dealing with. So, get sensor. I guess with this one I can pick my starting team. So they seem the same as the ones that we ran into. Loses a quarter of its HP or finishes cheering, it begins. And it has Sentinel by default. Okay, so he's trying to protect his buddies. So we have to use magic or we have to use overdrives to overcome it. Now, I think what I want to do is I'm trying to farm for overdrives here. It's going to cost me a lot of MP, but I'm wondering if I should just do a protect or something. I'm just going to defend to start. Basically, what I want to see is the counter-attacking situation. Like, is it one of these fights where he's just going to slowly wind up? Or is he going to counter-attack? So we can try a Dark Buster, and we'll also find out what happens on the counter. That Dark Buster works, good to know. And it does counter-attack. Okay. Remedy immediately comes in. And Mighty Guard. It's not so good. That happened way too fast. Basically, my whole thing of trying to wipe the Guardo Guardians out is going to be way less likely to work if they obviously have a Mighty Guard. Because I think they're 1.5 to fire, but Kimari, sorry, but they have the Null Blaze. It's not going to work as well. Right, I think. I don't think they'll be able to Null Blaze twice. So, for now at least, I think we have to try our best to keep Lulu alive and just deal with the Guardians as quickly as we can. But they're going to be piling so many buffs on in the meantime. But I think I'm going to let someone take a hit deliberately from Wendigo to charge Overdrive here. Yeah, it's just not good. Oof. It's huge. Yeah, I definitely think we can exploit the Overdrive filling potential here. They're just so agile as well. It's always the same old thing, but they're very, very agile. So I'm going to try and keep Lulu alive. Yeah, fat chance. Fat chance of that. Since he's going to die anyway, I don't really care too much, but now he's just not doing it. Yeah. So without the counterattacks, obviously I don't have as quick a way to fill the overdrive. I was kind of hoping to basically bait out the counters. Maybe provoke is a good idea. It kind of guarantees to get smacked. I don't know. Just going to wait. Times 2 speed. Basically, I want to see what the overdrive situation is because of the null moves. Oof. So we're going to Grand Summon, and we're going to Grand Summon Valifor again because of the whole situation here. And we'll see if the overdrive is... I have a feeling because of Mighty Guard, the overdrive won't be enough either. So we'll have to come up with something a bit different, I think. Yeah, we don't really have much to do here. We'll just try. Ooh. Big damage now. And at least these guys are it's Valifor taking one of the debuffs. Okay. Nice. So finishing off with the Aeon, much like the Seymour fight, has worked well here. Now I need to try and get a foothold somehow. Somehow, some way. So Orin has the brakes, so I'm not going to bring him on yet. Karifean can get an overdrive here. So we're going to do this. another huge gain there. I think Riku might be the better option. She's quick. Yeah. But yeah, the overdrive filling potential here is huge. So we're going to do a Dark Buster here. Little to no damage there. Excellent. And then we're going to start breaking. So we'll start with Armor Break. Miss. Good shit. I think that might be a slick way to basically stop anyone from being able to afflict... well, stop Auron from afflicting the breaks because his accuracy is so low. Maybe not susceptible to Sleep Buster. Who the hell knows? Maybe that's the thing. We'll take a chance here. Very well. It was a chance. As I say, the only benefit I'm seeing here is that we're charging overdrives pretty fast. So I'm hoping that will at least be something. But Auron's breaks not hitting, and well, him not being able to hit in general is going to be really bad. Not sure the extent to which using aim would help here. I think Waka can try a Sleep Buster. Even Waka's missing. Ooh, that's rough. That's really rough. Yeah, so we can charge overdrives, but we can't really do much else right now. Okay, this is a good way to see if we can actually afflict any statuses, I think. Oh my god, that's a mistake. Yellow. Let's see what this does. I honestly don't know. I haven't tried this one before. This was accidental, but let's see. Maybe it actually does some kind of removal of buffs. Who knows? Oh, the music changed. Everyone gets berserk. This is a great mechanic. I love this. It's a game over, but that's amazing mechanics. Did it use cheer 5 times? It dropped to... It lost a quarter of its HP. Holy shit, that's so cool. I love that. The music change. Oh my god, that's so good. Okay, so I think what that means is we bring it down below using an Aeon Overdrive again. So I think we use 2 Aeon Overdrives here. That's what I think we should do. Okay, my friends, I'm wrapping it up for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you are continuing to enjoy the series. Please remember to hit the like button if you haven't already. And thank you, as always, to Karifean for producing this amazing mod for us all to enjoy. I will see you for the next one. Thank you for watching. Take care.